What are we actually doing to get to the next level? What are we learning? What are we equipping ourselves with? What are we actually doing so that we can make it to the next level? Everybody's seeking to make a million overnight. Everybody's seeking to make a ton of money overnight when they haven't even made the first amount of money that's going to get them to the next level. What are you doing to start from scratch and take yourself level by level to the level you're trying to get to? What are you doing? Nothing. Complaining, buying stuff, steady doing things that amount to nothing. You have to start doing things that actually equate to growth. You have to start doing things that equate to elevation. You can't just be doing any and everything and trying to grow. You have to cut off some conversations. Some things have to be cut off because you can't grow entertaining certain conversations. People think it's being mean. People think it's being funny. It's not being mean or funny. You have to do these things for your elevation and growth. Some people aren't willing to do those things because they feel like, if I do this, these people are going to think this way about me. If you do this, you're going to take yourself to another level, and then you're going to have meaningful conversations. Conversations that ain't amount to nothing, I cut them off. I only talk to to people that's going to bring some value, or I bring value to them, and iron sharpens iron. You have to be iron in order to sharpen iron. You have to talk to people who have something to offer, and then you have something to offer back so that y'all can exchange ideas. But if you steady talking to people who ain't talking about nothing, how can you get value from that conversation, and how can you grow from that conversation? If you making connections with a bunch of people that's gossiping or talking about other people or bringing other people down, what are you going to get valuable from those conversations, and how are you going to be elevated to the next level by entertaining those conversations? All of that dark stuff, eliminate all that type of stuff and do something that's going to help you grow to the next level. Everybody wanting to make a million overnight, but you're not taking the necessary steps it takes to make the money that you need to make. Set your goals. You have to be able to figure out something solid that works. Stop going for those unrealistic numbers that these people throwing out here on this internet. Some of these people throwing stuff out on the internet and they not even making the numbers that they talking about. Some people are, but a lot of people are not making the type of numbers that they throwing out over this internet. They just not. But it sounds good. It looks good. A lot of people are not operating off their own money the way you think they operating off their own money. They operating off other people's money. They operating off credit. They done got their credit straightened out. They building their credit up, and they moving and using other people's money to bring them in more money. You know what I mean? So you have to learn how to move in the right direction in order to get the level of growth that you're trying to reach. So we have to learn how to start. If you want to start doing anything on the internet, you got to find something that you resonate with, that you want to actually do, that you're going to stick with. You got to be able to stick with something even when it ain't making no money. And then, because when you start planting your seeds, you want to be planting your seeds in an area to where you'll still be there when it start making money. A lot of people start stuff, they looking at everybody else. When you start looking at all these different people, because there's so many different ways to make money, you start looking at this person, they doing this. These person got vending machines. These person over here doing event spaces. These person over here doing credit cards. These people over here, everybody's doing something different. These people over here doing travel. These people over here doing budget sheets. These people over here, everybody doing something different. This person over here doing fashion. This person over here doing furniture. All this stuff. You doing too many different things. You looking at too many different people, and you trying to copy something that ain't in you. If it's not in you, then it's not gonna last. You got to find what you are able to do that you like doing, that you can do when it ain't making no money. So if you find something that you can promote even when it ain't making no money, you'll still be around when it start making money. That's how you make money. You don't be promoting stuff all over, copying this person, trying to copy that person, trying to use this person's strategy, trying to be over here doing this person's strategy, but you're not making nothing nowhere, because you done planted one seed over here, one seed way over there, one seed back over here, one seed over here, and guess what? Nothing ain't grown yet. By the time something grow, you gone. You over here trying to do something else. Get something solid that you can actually do, that you can stick with, and then by the time it start growing, you'll be able to see your fruits, because you've been doing it all along, even when it wasn't producing nothing. Nothing starts out producing something. Everything starts out being a seed being planted into the ground. And then you grow, you plant your seeds, you water your seeds, and then you grow from that. So if you want to start doing products, you want to start doing products, you want to start doing services, or you want to start educating people, or you got to figure out what it is you want to do. I just want to sell products. I don't want to talk to people. If I want to sell products, I got to get products that's going to sell. If you want to get products that's going to sell, you can't go out there getting you got to get products that actually sell, and don't try to get a lot of seasonal products. Try to get something that's going to sell evergreen, something that's going to sell year round. If you get stuff to sell year round, then you can get one product, invest in your one product, and that joker can sell year round. It may have some slow seasons, but it can sell year round because you got one good product instead of trying to jump in this, jump in that, trying to hit a viral moment. You want to be able to get something that's going to go year round. And then when you invest in another product, get something that's going to go year round. And you invest in a bunch of evergreen products, stuff is going to start stacking up for you because you invested in the right stuff. If you start investing in a lot of trends, you use trends, but you use them on top of your evergreen stuff. You don't use trends to try to make your money online. You don't use trends like that. You have to, it's a certain way that you have to do everything in order to grow on the internet. A lot of people going up and down, but they not growing because they steady doing stuff that don't make common sense. You want to really be able to turn content into profits. You want to create content around certain things. Don't create content talking down on other people's platforms and talking down on this person. And you don't have to create content talking about this person is a scam and that person is a scam. You don't have to create content dogging this person out and saying, just because that's the only way. It's like crabs in a barrel, crabs in a bucket. You way down here, you see somebody go to the top, and now you trying to pull them back down because you ain't got nowhere. You don't have to build a business like that. You build businesses by finding something valuable that you want to promote or you want to talk about and introduce to your audience. You want to talk about valuable stuff so you won't make yourself look negative or dark or stuff like that. Talking down on other people, talking about the gossip and all that. It's a good niche. It make money, but is that all you living for, is to make money? You're not living to just make money. Are you living to create an impact? Are you living to walk in purpose? Or you just living to make money? You got to figure out what it is that you want to do and why you doing it. Everything ain't entertainment. Y'all can call it entertainment, but it's not entertainment when you get on the internet dragging somebody else all day and all night because you can't find nothing to talk about or value of yourself. That's not entertainment. That's just you on the inside feeling negative about yourself, so you choose to bring other people down because you don't have nothing valuable in yourself. You don't want to live like that. You want to get on here and talk about things. Talk about some software. Talk about some products and services that's going to help somebody. Talk about some software that you done learned about and help somebody get to a better place in their life. Don't sit up and talk about other people and this person is a scam and your whole profile is about somebody else being a scam. That's not what you want to do in life. So when you start really wanting to grow on this internet, you got to dig deep and find something inside of you. Once you find something inside of you that you like to do, it's going to be easier to grow. You don't follow what you see these people doing. Don't follow that type of stuff. That stuff ain't making no sense. It might make them a little money. It ain't the money sometimes that the people be making, it ain't worth the stuff that they have to do to make it. Do you want to be that type of person, or do you want to find something valuable that you can actually talk about? And then when you talk about it, guess what? You get a return by helping somebody else. I'd rather get a return by helping somebody else than a return by putting down somebody else, talking down on somebody else, using somebody else's name to come up and just to drag them down. No, I'd rather talk about a quality product, a quality service, some book I done read that helped me in certain ways. That's what I'd rather talk about on my channel. It might not get as many views, but guess what? It might make more money than some of these people out here doing that unnecessary stuff. Your character is more important than the money, right? Is it? Or is it? Some people, they don't care about their character. They don't care about, they just want to make $1. The desperation, the doing anything to make $1 is not how you want to live when you're building a business. That's why I don't do side hustles. I build businesses. You don't do a business like that. You don't run a business like that. I mean, unless that's what's inside of you. What's inside of you always gonna come out. So if you want to run a business like that, hey, that's the stuff that's inside of you. That's the negativity. That's the drama. I like drama. I feed off drama. I like bringing other people down. I like gossiping. I like telling other people business. I like exposing people. But that's not the type of business that I want to have. I want to have something that's productive, that's helping other people. That's why I like the car business. That's why I like helping people get their credit straightened out. I like helping people do things to help them go to another level. When I help people get cars, I don't sell cars. I help people get in cars. I help people get approvals when they couldn't get approval anywhere else. Now I'm starting to help people get into houses. I'm helping people get approvals when they can get houses anywhere, but if they're around here in my area and they need something, I can help them because I'm building myself up and I'm connecting with people who provide the services that I want to promote. Promote something that's going to be of value of other people so that you could grow to the next level. Connect with people who got something of value to offer. And then have your own valuable stuff to offer. What have you done in the last 6 months? What have you learned about that you could teach somebody else? What have you learned about in the last year? What have you actually learned that you could actually teach somebody else? What software have you used in the last 6 months that you could teach about to somebody else? What book have you read in the last 6 months that you could talk about to somebody else? That's value. Bring value. Don't all that gossiping and stuff, that's not value. That's just entertainment. But when you start bringing value, that's how your money come and that's how your money stay. You know what I mean? Your money stay by the more value that you bring to your people that you talking to. So you helping somebody do something. You helping somebody get something that they need. You teaching somebody something that you done learned. You done fix your credit. Now you teach other people how to fix their credit. You done rebuilt. I don't say fix, rebuild. You done rebuilt your stuff. And now you don't have to dispute. You don't have to do all that unnecessary stuff to rebuild your credit. So now you done learned something that you can teach other people to help them get to another level. That's what you want to do in this game. You want to build other people up, not tear other people down. So many people got this stuff mixed up to where they want to get on YouTube and tear everybody down just to make a cent. That is not what you, and then those type of people get far away from them. If you got to get online just to tear other people down just to make 1 cent, then guess what? Who wants to hold a conversation with you when you could be talking about, guys, I got this software. This software is working. This is helping me do this. Guys, I got this. If you need a car, I can help you. If you need a house, I can help you. I don't want to talk to nobody who ain't got nothing of value to offer. It just don't make sense. All unproductive conversations, just cut them off because it ain't worth nothing. If it ain't helping you get to another level, cut the mess off. Why are you hanging on to stuff that's not helping you get to another level? But you want to go to another level, but you're hanging on to everything that's keeping you stuck. It's not making sense. So you have to make a decision that I want to surround myself with people who already on another level. Not just, it's some people that's trying to go to another level, yeah. But I want to surround myself with people who already on the next level so that I can learn from them. I need somebody to learn from too. As I teach what I know, I need somebody to learn from. So you learn it, you do it, you teach it, but you have to have somebody on another level that you actually learning from and communicating with. That's why when you communicate with people, what value do they bring to you as well? What can somebody bring to you that they can teach you? I was on a conversation last night, had a long conversation with somebody that brought value to me, taught me some stuff that I didn't know. I could teach them some stuff that they don't know because I'm over here in this lane, they over here in this lane, but we talking to each other and we educating each other from the lane and the standpoint that we are. Those are the type of conversations I like to have. If you talking to somebody and you always the one know everything, you always the one got the information, or you always, that's not good to always do that. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can't pour from an empty cup. You want to be able to be around people that fill your cup up sometimes too. Because you steady pouring, but you empty. You got to be around people that's going to fill your cup up and get you crunk, get you excited, and get you ready to go to the next level. People who are above you are going to help you come up. People are beneath you, they gonna drag you down. Because as soon as you start coming up, those people that are beneath you going to say, this person is this person is that. Oh, they trying to be funny. Oh, they this. Oh, they ain't really that. Oh, they ain't this and that. It's going to always be those because they still down there. Those people that's above you, they're going to be trying to lift you up and tell you things to do to get better and to grow. What have you done in the last 6 months, or what have you read? What have you experienced? What have you learned that you could teach other people? What have you experienced? Dang, I experienced a spin scrubber. I like the spin scrubber. The spin scrubber worked. I talked about spin scrubber. The spin scrubber made me money because I talked about the spin scrubber, because I experienced the spin scrubber. I talked about a dresser. The dresser worked. The dresser made me money because I talked about the dresser. I talked about the dresser. I experienced the dresser. I put my stuff in the dresser. I made a video about the dresser, and the dresser made me money because I experienced it and I told other people how they can use it. Okay, it's a fabric dresser. It ain't no end all be all. It's just something where you can use to organize and keep you don't have to lie to make a sale. So once you start doing certain things, you don't have no choice but to make money if you do certain things the right way. Keep your integrity, keep your value, and you do certain things, playing passing by and everything. But do certain things in the right way and keep your value and integrity, and you don't have no choice but to make money. What have you done? What are you learning that you could talk to somebody else about? What are you learning that you're actually applying? What are you learning that you actually applying? A lot of people learn. Every day they on the internet looking up stuff and learning stuff, but what do you do when it's time to apply the stuff? Nothing. Some people don't do nothing when it's time to apply the stuff. You got to do something with the education that you get. I can find it all for free on YouTube. Okay, what did you do from the stuff that you found free on YouTube? Everybody want to holler what all they can find free on YouTube, but what did you do with the information that you found on YouTube for free? Why you still don't have a website up if you can find it all on YouTube for free? Why you still don't have all your stuff together if you still can find it all on YouTube for free? Do the stuff that you find on YouTube for free. Just apply the knowledge, and then you'll get farther in life because you'll be applying what you learn, whether it's on YouTube, whether you pay for the education, or however it go. If you apply what you learn, I can get it all on YouTube for free. They just told you that you need a website. They told you you need this. They told you you need that. Why you don't have it yet? If you can find it all on YouTube for free, you have to start doing the stuff that you find. Application. You have to apply the things that you learn so that you can move to the next level. So, guys, I'm telling you, we already almost in the middle of the year again. We gonna be in April. We almost to the middle again, and some people still have not had one bit of change from last year. No change, just a bunch of movement, but no growth. Bunch of movement don't equal growth. You know what? I need to make that into a video right there. Movement, a bunch of movement don't mean growth, don't mean elevation. It's just moving. You could be moving in a circle. You could be moving backwards. But a bunch of movement don't equate to growth. So you got to learn how to move in a direction that takes you higher and forward. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be moving in a direction you ain't going nowhere. You just moving back and forth, around. No kind of results, no nothing. Either you're listening to way too many people or you're not listening to the right people. But at some point, you got to see some sort of growth. Some sort of growth. You got to see some type of growth, and you got to put in the effort to see the growth that you're trying to see. You got to start putting in some effort. Just looking at videos all day is not the effort that you need to put in. You need to be creating videos, putting them out there, watching them flop. You got to create a video, put it out there, and you got to watch it flop. When you create the video and it flop, you go back and you look at the analytics and see where it flopped at. Dang, did they flop in the first 30 seconds? Did they flop? Or where did they flop at, so I can know what I need to do in the next video? You always go back and analyze what you done did in the first situation so you can do better in the next situation. But if you never put that out there, I'm scared, I don't know what people gonna think, ain't nobody gonna, then that's what, you never get nothing done, you never get nothing accomplished because you're so afraid to fail. Everybody is failing because they fail to learn the next step to take. You fail, you learn what not to do, so you take the next step, and then you learn, okay, that didn't work, I'm gonna do it like this. Okay, that didn't work, I'm gonna do it like this. You failing your way to success. That's what you're doing. But if you're afraid to fail, how can you ever reach success? Because you ain't never put nothing out there. You don't know what to get better from because you have never put anything out there to get better from. Everything starts somewhere. When you start, then you put it out there, You see what it do, and then you put something else out there and see what it do. And you keep putting things out there until you get yourself a winning formula. Your winning formula, I don't care what they teach, your winning formula might not be their winning formula. Everybody can give you their formula. I can give you my formula. That don't mean it worked for you, because you're not the one. I'm not in your video, you're not in my video. So the winning formula is according to the person who created the formula. The winning formula is according to the person who created the formula. I can give you every step I take, but if you don't never take your own steps, you can't learn what actually works for you, because you the person that's going to be, somebody can tell me how to do something and I do exactly what they said, and it might not work the way they said it was going to work. It may work better. It may not work at all. It may work a little bit less, but guess what? Now I got something to go by so I can put my own spin to it. Stop just copying everybody word for word and copying everybody verbatim and doing all this type of stuff when you got to put your own twist to it to make anything work. Somebody wants you for you, not for me. They not looking at you for me. They looking at you for you. You can't beat me being me, and I can't beat you being you. So you got to get out there and put your own formula together. Even when you get somebody else's formula, you're going to cater it, and you're going to use some of those steps, because all the steps are basically the same. The steps are the same regardless of who tell it to you. The steps are still the same. Mindset is still a step. You still have to have that step. If you don't do mindset, even when you make money, your mind ain't right, you're going to lose it. You make your money, you ain't investing it right, you're going to lose it. You get your credit straightened out, you're going to run it up and then go out and buy jewelry and clothes, and then you're going to lose it. If you don't learn how to invest, your mind ain't right, you're going to lose it. So mindset is still a step. But you have to learn who I'm going to develop my mindset from. Who am I going to listen to? What books am I going to read? Who am I going to learn from? That's what you have to take into accountability. The people that I listen to, my son and daughter don't listen to the same people. They learn from this person. They learn from this person. I might send them videos of somebody I'm learning from. They may send me videos of somebody they learning from. We all learning, but everybody's learning from a different way. They connect with this person. They resonate with that person. So they learning this way, but at least they learning. You know what I mean? It's all about who you can resonate with and who you can learn from. And once you start learning, that's when your mindset start to shift. I put people in cars every day. And every day I ask them, do you want help with your credit? Do you want help with this? Do you want help with that? And some people say, no thanks, I don't need help with nothing. No thanks, I don't need help with nothing means that you're not ready to change your mindset about the situation that you're already in. No thanks, I don't need help with nothing. You're not ready to change the situation. You just want to keep operating at this level and doing this thing, and it's perfectly fine. But at some point, you're ready to start getting out of these situations. At some point, I don't want to go this way no more. I want to go this way. I want to go up. So I want to start listening to somebody who can help me up. I don't want to just be going through the same every year, doing the same thing every year, going through the same situation. I want to be trying to listen to somebody that's going to level me up. Everybody don't want that. Everybody don't want to be leveled up. So you have to just listen to the people who are already on the level that you want to be on, or listen to the people who talk in your language. If they speak in your language, listen to the people that speak in your language. And when they speak in your language, don't just listen to them, apply what they tell you to do. You got to get at it. You got to do something. You can't just sit around and do nothing and watch videos and think about it and get excited and get motivated, do one thing and then quit. That's just not how it goes. Do 2 or 3 things and then pay for your software for 2 months and then quit because you ain't seen nothing in the 3rd month. I was paying $15 a month and it didn't work in 3 months, so I quit. How can you get anywhere not wanting to invest in your own self? Not even investing in somebody else, but investing in your own tools. You need a website with your name on it, and it costs $20 a month. You don't even want to invest in your own self, but you expect the bank to give you money and invest in you. That's not making sense. It have to actually make sense. The stuff actually have to make sense. So you want to get into a position to where you, first of all, I believe in me enough to invest in me. Once I get my mindset together where I believe in me enough to invest in me, other people invest in you. Other people invest in you once they see you invest in you. The banks ain't going to even invest in you if you ain't investing in yourself. You don't want to fix your credit. You don't want to get that straightened out, but you want them to give you their money just because you done told them you got an idea. You won't even step out on your idea to show that the idea works. You just have an idea. You ain't even proved the idea. You ain't even did the idea to see if you could make 1 cent from the idea. But you want to tell the bank, hey, I need $20,000 because I got an idea. That's not how they work. So we got to make this stuff realistic. Once you start breaking it down in your mind and making it make sense in your mind, then you can execute and start making money from the things that you want to do. But it don't even make sense at this point. I'm telling people I want to do this and do that. Okay, well, how much have you made from doing it? This is what they want to know. How much have you made from doing it yourself? If you made this amount from doing it yourself, yeah, I'll put some thousands behind it now. Okay, I'll loan you this, I'll loan you that, I'll give you this, I'll give you that. Because I see you done got it to where you got it working for yourself. I had somebody years ago tell me when I wanted them to invest in something I was doing, they just said, you're not ready. What you mean I'm not ready? I'm ready, so and so, and I'm ready, I'm ready. Hello, how you doing? And I was saying, I'm ready. Guess what? I wasn't ready. I had 2 offices at the time. I'm running businesses out of 2 offices, but I wasn't ready for the level. You know what I mean? I wasn't ready for that level. You think you're ready. Everybody want to think they're ready. You're not ready. So prepare and get yourself ready by doing stuff, proving the concept yourself. That's why I don't like the done for you programs. I do not like done for you programs. I don't like done for you because guess what? They do everything for you. You still don't know what to do for yourself. So when the people bail out on you, guess what? You don't know nothing. Educate yourself. If you educate yourself and then you invest in a done for you just because you know what I mean, whatever, that's a different thing. But if you're not educated at all and you investing in all this done for you stuff, when they decide they want to upcharge you or they decide they want to quit on you, you don't know nothing to keep it going. You don't know nothing. So that's not how you want to do business. You don't want to depend on that type of stuff. And the less money you invest in yourself, the less money you gonna make. The more money you invest in you, the more money you gonna make. If you want to be on all these free sites and do every single solitary thing for free, you don't want to invest in your website. You want to use WordPress, Blogger or whatever you want to use, the free stuff, not the WordPress where you pay for it, but the free WordPress. You want to do everything free. You don't want to pay for your software. You don't want to pay for none of your tools that you need. Everything got to be free, or you don't want it. The less money you're gonna make, because you're not gonna have that level. Certain tools that you can use, you can't get to that level that you're trying to get to. You can't dig as deep as you need to dig to because you're on the free level. So you're not on the paid level of the software that you need to use to get your business to the next level. It look good by being free, but how far is it gonna get you by just doing the free stuff? The free stuff won't get you as far on all this stuff. Like when you talk about your tools and stuff, you need tools. You got to be willing to invest in something to make your business work. Nobody's running businesses for every single solitary thing for free. They're not. And then you talking about you want to make 30,000 in 30 days? It's just not happening. Nobody's telling people the real stuff. That's the reason why the real people don't want to hear this. They log in, log out, log in, log out, log in, come back, leave, come back, unfollow, refollow, unfollow, resubscribe, unsubscribe. They do all that. They wishy-washy because they don't want to hear what the truth is. It's easy to tell somebody you can make 30,000 in 30 days. It's easy to tell somebody that type of stuff, and people will listen all day long. But when you tell them you gotta work, you gotta plant your seeds. It's still gonna take a little time. They don't want to hear that they're ready to log off because guess what? They not ready for the level of tenacity, the work ethic. They're not ready for all that. That's why they logging off, unsubscribing. You say something hurt their feelings, they unsubscribe. They back resubscribing because they want to hear what you gotta say. They know they need it. Then they back unsubscribe. That's too much wishy-washy. No, get to work. Get to work. All I gotta tell you is get to work. Get to work. The only thing that's gonna take you to the next level is you get to work. The only thing that's gonna take you to the next level is you start doing something to see what don't work so you can start doing something else. The longer you take to do the something, the longer you take to find out if it work or not, the longer it takes for you to get to doing something else. It's just taking you forever to do anything. So if you want to learn how to turn your content to profits, it's a link in the description and it's saying Raevonshae.com/webinar. If you want to do that, if you want to do your consultation, you want to do a consultation with me, all the links in the description, find what's in the link. So you have to really want this stuff. If you want it, you want it. If you don't, you don't. Can't nobody make you want it. But you gotta, in order, don't say you want it if you really don't. You know what I mean? Like, either you gonna do it or you ain't. But we almost into April. What are you doing now? What are we doing now to take us to a next level? Who are we connecting with? How are we establishing ourselves? What are we learning? What books are we reading? What, you know what I mean? Like, what's next? What's next? Nothing. A bunch of unsubscribing, resubscribing, unsubscribing, unfollow, refollow, unfollow. That's unnecessary stuff. You know, a bunch of trying to capitalize off using other people's name because you don't have nothing to bring a value to yourself. You know what I mean? Like, bring some value yourself. You won't have to ride off somebody else's coattail. Who wants to be a leech? Don't be no leech trying to ride off this person because they done made it for themselves. What kind of integrity is that? Using somebody else's name to bring yourself up when it come, and then you trying to bring them down to bring yourself up. Not even just using somebody else's name, because you can say what this person taught me, this person taught me something. I'm gonna say their name because I'm giving them their credit. You know what I mean? This book was good. I'm gonna give them their credit. I'm gonna use their name. I'm gonna give this person their credit, but I'm not gonna use somebody's name at the top just to bring them down so I can bring myself up. That's stupid. People do stupid stuff all the time on this internet trying to make $1. Sell your soul for $1? You selling your soul for, even if it's 1,000, even if it's 10,000, you want to sell your soul for that? But have more integrity about yourself. I'd rather sell spin scrubbers and make my 20,000 than to make 20,000 off somebody's name trying to bring them down. I'm gonna sell some spin scrubbers. I'm gonna sell some dressers. I'm gonna sell these recliner chairs. I'm gonna sell stuff that help other people. I'm gonna sell cars. I'm gonna sell houses. I'm gonna sell stuff that's gonna help other people and not bring them down. It's too many people using those strategies, and that stuff is not a strategy. That's leeching. That's being a leech. That's being negative. That's what kind of stuff is that doing to you on the inside by bringing somebody else down to make yourself get some views? That's ridiculous. These people shouldn't even really be able to be on the internet if they ain't got nothing to bring to the table. Why are you even on the internet? You ain't got nothing to teach. You ain't got nothing to bring to the table, or you don't have no real entertainment. Your entertainment is talking down on this person and using their name to bring you up. That's not what that's about. You know what I mean? Like, grow up. So build a real business and stop looking for side hustles and stop looking for quick money. If you have a job, you should be able to invest in the tools that you have to grow your business, and your business will grow. And then once you see your business growing, you helping other people. So now you got testimonials that you helping other people. That's a business plan right there. Build a business where you talking about something that's going to help somebody else. That's a business plan. I don't care if it start out on a small level. I don't care if it start out you making $25 a sale, $10 a sale, whatever you making a sale. I don't care. But you helping other people. What are you helping other people do? And how you helping other people with their mindset? You helping other people grow? You helping other people get something that they actually need or want or whatever? Do something like that. That's more positive than doing that other stuff. At least you're not on here bringing nobody else down, or you're not on here talking down on other people just to bring yourself up. So guys, it's almost April. We almost in April. And man, we'll be at the end of the year in no time. What are we doing different? Like, what are you sitting on here learning so that you can actually apply it, make sure it works? You can learn it, do it, teach it. Learn it, do it, apply it to make sure it works. Somebody tell you to do something, apply it, make sure it works first. Then once you see it work, make 2 or 3 sales, 4 or 5 sales. If I tell you go out and get this and make a couple of videos on it, and then you see if you make a sale from it, then you can teach that strategy because you know the strategy works. If I tell you to go do this, and then you do it, learn, do, teach. It's not just buy a course and then start trying to sell the course. Buy a course, trying to sell the course. You don't even know what's in the course. If you buy a course, take the course, learn what's in the course so that you can actually sell the course effectively. You can't sell something you don't know what's in there. You done bought something and you don't even know what's in there, but you trying to sell it. It don't work like that. That's why some people make sales and some people don't. People make sales because they actually do what it takes to make sales. Making sales is not just posting a video on the internet, posting a clip on the internet and thinking you're supposed to go viral from it. That's not what sales is. A lot of people, they jump in on the internet, they want to make money, but they don't know marketing, they don't know strategy, they don't know sales. You don't know marketing, strategy, or sales, most likely you're not going to make money unless you end up just getting lucky. But you can't build a business off of luck. You can't build a business off luck. You got to build a business off your strategy and off you planting the right seeds at the right time and making sure you're doing what you need to do so you can grow. You got to be able to grow and have your stuff. Guys, the sun's shining all in my eyes. I can't see what's going on. But anyway, you want to be able to grow your business so that your business can produce year after year. If you grow like certain businesses I was doing, like certain things I was doing, every now and then I do the fashion stuff. Every now and then I might do the fashion stuff, but I don't build it because it's trending. The trending stuff, it don't really work like that for me. It might work for somebody, it don't work like that for me. So the trending stuff, you always got to redo and overdo, because guess what? It's trending. This outfit ain't even in season no more. This stuff ain't even, so you got to continue doing all of this. So you working hard, you're not working smart. You just working, but you steady working hard because you're not working smart, because you ain't learned how to work smart. So you're doing all this trending stuff. You got to keep doing it over and over. You putting your trending stuff on these trending platforms, and you got to work yourself to death to get sales, because you're doing the same thing over and over every day. You're not planting your seeds in the ground where it can actually grow year after year and make you money year after year. You got videos that you done put up 2 years ago, 3 years ago, that's still making sales and making money from it because you done got into a evergreen stuff. You want to get into evergreen stuff. You can do your niche stuff, your seasonal stuff. You can do all that type of stuff. But if you don't have no evergreen stuff out there, you can't make money year round. You can't make money out this year and next year and next year and next year. People gonna always be wanting to do certain things like health, wealth, and relationships. People gonna always need to lose weight. Me on my weight loss journey, back and forth, always need to. It ain't gonna never stop. People gonna always wanna be healthy. People gonna always wanna make money, and people gonna always wanna have some type of relationship. Health, wealth, and relationships are the top 3 niches. You wanna jump all over here and do this. You wanna jump all over here and do that. That's not. It's some things are trending, some things are seasonal, and some they still work. But you want to make sure that you position yourself in something that's evergreen if you want it to work forever. I've been in the car business since 2011. I done quit. I done came back. I done quit. I done said I ain't never doing it no more. I never actually quit. I just said I was quit. I would call my salespeople and say, I'm through. I ain't doing this no more. They would say, just hang in there. It'll get better. These people that just, they'll talk to me, tell me, it'll get better. These people. I say, these people getting on my nerves. I don't want to do it. I done quit the car business a million times. It's been since 2011. I'm still doing the same thing. It's evergreen. It's not, people are not going to ever stop buying cars. This car's passing by right now. People are not going to stop buying cars. And when they do stop, they're going to still be buying something that's called is vehicle, transportation. They're going to be buying something to get them from point A to point B. It's just certain things that's evergreen. That's evergreen. Everybody can't do it. Everybody can't get into real estate. Everybody can if they try it, but everybody can't get into real estate. You know what I mean? Like, everybody can't do all this type of stuff. I ain't even trying to get into real estate, but I'm gonna be putting people in the houses. I'm gonna be putting people. I ain't even a car salesman, but I put people in cars. You know what I mean? Like, you have to learn what works for you and how you able to bring value to the marketplace, and then people will want to pay you for the value that you bring to the marketplace. If you could figure out who am I and what do I want to do and what value actually can I bring to this person? What can I bring to this person? Not what can this person do for me? The best feeling in the world is to know that you got something that other people can use and need. That's the best feeling in the world. You're not begging. You got something to offer. I bring the table to the table. You know what I'm saying? That's the best feeling in the world. Instead of always worried about what somebody can do for you, what can I bring to the table? What can I help them with? How can I level them up? How can I help them get to another level? Once you start figuring that out, you in there. How did I end up in the car business? I don't even know. It's been so long ago, I can't even remember. I do kind of remember how I ended up in the car business, but how can I help other people do this? Because I was once at this point. My son was looking for a car. Basically, my son was looking for a car, and this is how I learned about it. But how can I bring value to other people now since I done went through this process? What can I do? What can make me help these people to be better and get something nice? Just put somebody in a Lexus the other day. Not just, it depends on what they can afford and all that, but if you could afford it, you can get what you want. You can actually get what you want if you can afford what you want. We ain't just shoving you into stuff. We not just shoving you into, you pick this infinity and you got the money, you can afford this infinity, we putting you in that infinity. If your stuff makes sense, your stuff have to make sense. You know what I mean? You can't have, everything can't be bad. Everything cannot be bad. Some things have to be positive so that we can go and say, hey, this is positive, we got this going, we got that going for them. So everything can't be bad. So, guys, that's all I wanted to say, and it's about to start raining. I don't know if it's about to start or if it already rained or what, but I done did my video. I'm excited about everything. If you want to really turn your content to profit, it's not really, I only teach the stuff that I actually know works with the lowest barrier to entry. The reason why I like affiliate marketing is because it's a low barrier to entry. You have to invest, but you don't have to invest much because everybody don't have much to invest. You know what I mean? So you have to invest, but it's a low barrier to entry. That's why I love affiliate marketing, because I know it works. Now, you might not make $1 million in 30 days, but guess what? You're going to make something to know that this stuff is real. And then the more you start investing in yourself, the more you're going to start figuring out, dang, what do I like to sell? What do I like to recommend? What type of stuff do I like to? And then you're going to start putting your own plan together. When you start putting your own plan together, can't nobody stop that. Can't nobody stop you from making a dime. Your stuff could be coming in this way, that way, and this way, because you steady putting your own products together, your own services together, your own plan together. Even if you're selling other people's services or other people's products, like me, when I first started selling those spin scrubbers, and I end up finding out it works, I was like, I'm finna sell spin scrubbers. That's all I'm gonna sell. I wanted to sell spin scrubbers. Just all I wanted to sell was spin scrubbers. I got 5 spin scrubbers now, because when I started selling those spin scrubbers, other companies that sold spin scrubbers wanted me to make a video for their spin scrubbers. So I bought my first spin scrubber because I was just I knew that it was selling. So I invested first in my spin. Let me start the story all over so I can clip this up. How I started selling spin scrubbers. I started selling spin scrubbers. I bought my first spin scrubber. I think it was like $65. I bought the spin scrubber because I knew that it was selling, because I was using a tool that showed me what was making sales on TikTok. I was paying for a tool also that showed me what was making sales on TikTok. It showed me some stuff, and I said, okay, I'm gonna jump into these spin scrubbers, and I invested, there's another word, invested into these spin scrubbers. I think it was like $65 or something at the time. And I was saying, if I could just make 3 times my money, I would buy a bunch of products and just flip it and make 3 times my money back. That's all I was trying to do, was make 3 times my money. That's it. The spin scrubber ended up going viral and made me like 20,000 or something like that. And then, but it was not one spin scrubber video. It was multiple videos on that spin scrubber. It was multiple videos on that spin scrubber. And then I was like, now I'm gonna get this. And I got this, and I kept going in. Now I'm creating my own plan of things that I know to buy. Now I know exactly the type of things to buy when it's time for me to invest in stuff. I know the type of things I want to buy because I know what actually works. Everything that's on the front page of these softwares and stuff, that stuff may work, but it may not work for me. It may not work for you. But if you get access and you start filling out your own formula and figuring out what works for you, it's easier for you to create videos because you know what type of videos you can create. So when you start actually, it's just putting stuff into practice and producing. It's just all about really producing, because you actually don't know what's going to go viral and what ain't. You don't really know what's going to happen. But then other people started seeing me put those videos out, and they started wanting me, hey, can you do a video for hours? Can you do a video for hours? I love your channel. Can you do a video? Next thing you know, I got FOMO. You know what I mean? And then I broke one. So I had I had 6, and then I broke one. So now I got 5. But guess what? Because people seeing you do something, if you resonate with what they got going, they gonna contact you and say, hey, so that's another stream of income. Once they see you doing something, they may say, hey, we'll pay you for this, or we'll pay you for that, or we want to send you this product. Can you review this product? Now you got a whole nother stream of income because you believed in yourself first. You believed in yourself first to take some action. You took some action, you got a result. Now you got the results. Other people start seeing that you getting results. Now they want to work with you. Now they paying you to work with you. Now you got results coming from this way because you making the sales, and also now you got results coming from this way because you working with people that want to pay you. That's two streams of income you done just built. And now if you putting it on certain platforms, you might get paid per 1,000 views. You might get paid. Now you got three streams of income by just taking action one way. Taking action, just taking action. It's just all about taking action. So now I done changed Ray Nation a million times, but this time it's not just accountability, it's productivity. I don't want nobody that's not willing to take action. So it's gonna be a productivity club. If you want to be productive and you want to be able to produce and you want to be able to be accountable every single week, then that's what Ray Nation is about now. Because all that, you have to have it in you anyway. It has to be in you already. Nobody can put it in you. You got to already have it in you, and you got to want to do something with what's inside of you. Somebody trying to force this in you. You believe in yourself. You can do it. So that's draining. You got to already have your own faith. You got to already believe it. You just need to know a few little steps. You already got the ambition. You already got the drive. You already know what it's going to take, and I'm willing to do the work. That's when you come. Don't come to me if I got to do all this. You can do it. Roo hoo rah rah. You can. No, that's not me. That's not me. Because I know who I am. That's not me. I'm not your. I want you to take action. You know what I mean? So if you're going to take action or you ain't, but I'm around action takers. I'm an action taker. So I want to be around all action takers. People that's taking action. You could be going this direction. You could be, but it all got to be digital. It all got to be on the internet. Everything got to be like, if you start a trucking company, you know what I mean? Like, that's not me. I don't have a trucking company, so I can't show you that. Only thing I have is these things that I do. I do affiliate marketing, lead generation, and referrals. If I have to teach somebody something and have to help them along the way, it's going to be in affiliate marketing, lead generation, and referrals. It's not going to be a trucking company. People calling me every day talking about how to help them start a trucking company. I don't have a trucking company. Lead generation, affiliate marketing, and referrals, that's what I teach. And so if I'm going to be teaching you, you already have to be doing something along those lines. You have to already be willing to do lead generation, affiliate marketing, or referrals. That way, when you asking me a question, I can actually help you. Jumping into a lane that you don't know nothing about, that's only setting everybody up for failure. You got to stay in your own lane in order to win. Stay in your lane. Guys, I got to get back before it gets too late. Hello. I got to get back before it gets too late. And before it starts sprinkling out here. But I just wanted to come on and say all of that. And guys, I am out. Where's the X button? Guys, I am out. Have a great one.